Hi. How are you going to convince the public to choose your product over what is in the system already? And then a lot of money has been invested in plastic companies, new companies. So how are you going to do that?
Traditional plastics are really killing our planet. Through research, we have found that by 2050, plastic will be replacing fish in the oceans. And everyone is trying to be more sustainable. All governments are changing their regulations to be more sustainable, which is why our product would be, as a perfect replacement for plastic films, would be chosen over other products. And as for, sorry, what was the second part of your question?
The money is invested in the other plastic companies.
Traditional plastics?
Yes.
Yeah, so as people shift towards sustainable alternatives, even though there is money invested in there, it is not really a viable option for the future.
And just to clarify, our sales are business to business, so we'll be selling directly to seafood manufacturers, not to customers.
Can I ask who owns Alagi and where the profits will go?
Alagi is wholly owned by Enactus St. Mary's, a part of Enactus Canada, and it was founded by a student within our team, but our entire team works on it. We have students working on the technical side, working in the lab, prototyping, getting the product ready, and we also have students on the business side doing all the partnerships, financials, operations.
So you talk about 6 months decompose for the plastic. Do you think it's too short? Because for the grocery store, sometimes it takes like 6 months from the distributor to sell to direct to consumers. So if the the shelf life is only 6 months, by that time before it reaches to consumers, the plastic is already decomposed.
So that 6 months is in a natural composting environment, so it needs both UV and microbes. Any conditions where meat will be kept safe, that bioplastic won't begin breaking down. It has a 2+ year shelf life, not in that natural environment.
Whereabouts is the land or water resource where you intend to grow the volume needed? And is it purely Canada-based or worldwide?
It can be adapted anywhere in the world. We're starting with Canada though, as Canada has the second largest coastline in the world. And we're experiencing this plastic crisis every day. There's plastic, it's everywhere. And so we're starting in Canada, but we have partnerships with suppliers. We have 2 letters of intent with suppliers, and one of them has seaweed in production in Nova Scotia itself, as well as the UK, Ireland, and Scotland. And that one supplier can supply us with about 50 million kilograms a year.
In the world, there are many companies working on the same problem, and they're using many different types of technologies. Why will this one win compared to all the other technologies that are not going to be replacing petrochemical plastic?
So a lot of those other materials have either issues with both production materials, so if you have wood cellulose-based things, those can be difficult and have a larger land impact than a seaweed-based solution. Seaweed also allows for flexible plastics, so plastic films are uniquely suited to a seaweed-based alternative. And then when you want to look at the decomposition time, plastics like PLA requires industrial composting with specialized facility to break down. Ours can be broken down with regular composting systems.
Okay, can you tell me the exact conditions necessary for the composition of this plastic? The exact conditions. Time. Thank you, Enactus Canada.